Hi, I'm Dustin Abbott, and I'm here today to give you a review of the new MIXCDers E9. These are active noise canceling over-the-ear headphones. In the course of any given week, I probably turn down at least 4 or 5 invitations to review headphones of some type. I get a lot of these invitations, but frankly, headphones are not really at the core of my audience here for this channel. And on top of that, there is a lot of headphones out of there. So typically what I do is I look over, their actual proposal, what the headphones are like, to see if there's anything that is unique that I think that you might like. Now, in the case of these MIXCDer E9, what stood out to me was a couple of things. Number one, the fact that they are noise canceling. Number two, that they have the full swivel that makes them a little bit easier for over-the-ear headphones to store. And then on top of that, what really stood out to me was the battery life. The battery life on these is a really impressive 30 hours, which is really fantastic. Add to that the fact that they can actually fold in multiple ways for storage, both flat and then folding over like this. And I thought, hey, people might be interested in these. Particularly when I saw that the price point on these is only at $70 US, and that is for, with a full-on ANC noise canceling mode here. So to give you a quick rundown of the feature set here to look over, as already noted, these have full swivel ability, and so of course that helps for both storage, and it also makes sure that you can adjust them to a position you like. There's also a fair bit of rotation here in the headphones themselves, a nice padding on the headband, and then of course a fair range of extension to make sure that they'll fit your head. And I have found nice padded cups there, and I found it over long terms of wearing that they are very, very comfortable. In fact, I've worn them for extended 3- and 4-hour periods without any kind of issue or them becoming uncomfortable. So they get good marks from me on that front. As far as the ANC mode, the noise cancellation, you can use it without anything coming through the headphones, and if you're just wanting to kind of cut down ambient noise. If you're familiar at all with active noise cancellation, basically it works best with things that have a fairly constant frequency. That could be like the hum of motors or a basic background noise. It really does a really effective job of blocking that out. In terms of varying sounds like voices, it works, but not to the same extent. And so it's best if, sometimes my office is not far from where the laundry is in our house, for example. And so if the laundry is going, I've put these on, and it does a really incredible job of just blocking out those background hums and thrums of that noise. And of course, on a plane or public transit, it's going to do a good job with things like that. One thing to note about that is that because it does function independently of the headphones being on and music being played, you're going to want to turn that off in between uses, because you will slowly drain your battery just by having that circuit on, because it's going to continue to block exterior noises. But on that the left ear cup, you've got the circuit for that. You have also got a wired port, and it actually comes with a number of cables, and so you can actually use them as a wired cable. There's also an adapter included on airlines, which is always nice to have, and so that you can plug into different kinds of airline configurations with your own headphones. Of course, you're going to mostly be using these wireless as Bluetooth, and so we'll get to that more in just a second. On the other ear pad, or the other ear set, there is the multi-purpose volume up and down button. You hold it down to advance track. There is also here the power on-off button. Beyond that, that's also where you click to take calls, for that kind of thing. There is, of course, a built-in microphone to use it as a headset, and of course that's pretty much standard these days. And there's also a very standard micro USB charge port that is there. And so all of that is good. What's not here is any kind of serious waterproofing or weatherproofing. These are less sport oriented. You can use them for that, but you're not going to be swimming in them or anything like that. So as noted, 30 hours of battery life, which is really impressive. Now, if you are running the active noise cancellation circuit, that does cut into battery life, which is true of any of these headphones like that. But fortunately, the battery life, it only drops to 24 hours, which is still in a really impressively long. So I've actually been using these since I got them, and have been doing them for the reviews. And so I've watched video, I've listened to lots of music, all of those kinds of things, many hours. I don't think that I've actually recharged them yet, because I haven't had to, which is, really impressive when it comes to that. Now, as far as some of the other, basic functions, it does have the profiles of HSP, HFP, A2DP, AVR, CP, and so, if any of those meant anything to you, the different kinds of profiles and circuits that help with, say, sending packets in a way to where you don't have any kind of lag, and so it works really well with a video source. There is no perceptible lag at all, and that's something to where Bluetooth headphones have come a long way. That used to be a serious issue. You'd see the lips move, and then the sound would come a split second later, and it would just was disconcerting. Fortunately, that's no longer the case. Really good when it comes to that. The range is also exceptional, and I've watched range get better and better with these. They say 33 feet outdoor, 49 feet indoor of range. And so, so far, throughout my house, I can use them without any kind of interruption. And so, very good when it comes to that. So, a lot of positive strides that have been made in those areas. Now, to evaluate the sound quality, I was actually really impressed. I have reviewed several MIXCDer headphones before, both over the ear, their Share Me series, and then also some wireless buds. And I own several pairs. I bought some for my son, for working out. And so I know that they offer really good bang for the buck. In this case, I'm really impressed with the sound quality from these. The soundstage is really impressive if you're watching video content. For music, it's very crisp and precise. Lots of really good low end, but without that boominess that's associated with a poor mix. And so really, I think that these compare pretty favorably to much more expensive headphones, and the sound quality is better than the other pair of active noise canceling headphones that I currently own. And so these are definitely getting a bump up in the rotation for the settings when I'm using something like that, because they have both better battery life and also better sound quality. And so at the end of the day, that's a great combination. The actual look of them is nice and sleek. Nothing that's really a standout in terms of the quality. It's pretty typical, plastic shell over some metal internal bits. I do see real screws in the construction, not plastic things. And so, good things here, but neither are they all like, some kind of high-end metal or exotic material. It's just nicely constructed, consumer grade, but so far everything seems good. And of course, the fact that it's got a lot of flex built into it means that there are fewer instances where you're going to end up actually breaking something because it's not designed for, those stresses. And so that certainly helps when it comes to that. And so hopefully this gives you a little better sense of these. As noted, you can get them at Amazon for under 70 bucks. I'll throw some linkage in the description down below, and so you can check them out there. You can also follow me there on social media, become a patron, and help support what I'm doing here, and get sneak previews of upcoming content. Beyond that, of course, if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button right here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.